Welcome back to VHS Tacos, everybody, for the final mystery unboxing of Mr. Tacos month, aka February, for everybody else out there. First one that we got out of the way was the Lego Movie Everything is Awesome edition. Took me forever to track that down and get it. Now here we are with one almost as old. Haven't seen this movie since it came out in 2015, but I fell in love with it immediately because I also have the mind of a child. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water Steelbook.
Never seen it.
You probably tell that things were a little bit different with this unboxing, because typically we leave the plastic wrap on for the intro. Well, this time around we were able to get this off of eBay, and it did show up dented, as you can see in the upper right hand corner. So we had to open it up almost immediately and inspect it just to make sure that everything was glitter gravy. This is probably the only Steelbook I have that has a dent like that. It's kind of noticeable when you're looking at it from the front, obviously in the top right hand corner, and then of course if you're looking at the inner spine, I mean, it's clear as day. Fortunately, the individual who I purchased this from, there is no bad blood or hard feelings. They were kind enough to offer up some form of discount for it. So I got this from cheap to really cheap. All of that being said, let's dive into the meat and potatoes of the thing. For starters, this entire Steelbook, front, back, up, down, left, and right, it is full 100% gloss. And it is gorgeous the way that it just reflects the light, and it might be difficult to see, or maybe not, but SpongeBob actually has on his body like a yellow highlighted line. You can kind of see it right there that shines whenever the light reflects off of it, and it looks great. It gives him a nice pop of color there, additional to how vibrant it is already. Now typically I am not the biggest fan of having the logo on the front of the Steelbook packaging, because we already know what the movie is. That's why we bought it to begin with. But I gotta admit, this kind of goes pretty well with it, honestly. You know, the image is hilarious in and of itself. It's a typical SpongeBob style image, you know, it's goofy, it's got that tongue-in-cheek humor. But the logo does go with it, I have to agree there. So, one of the very few cases where I'm okay with it. On the back, we are greeted with a 3D image of Patrick bouncing off of a beach ball, as we can see closer towards the end of the movie. And again, he has a bit of an outline around him to kind of help make him pop. You can see that a little bit there too. This is a gorgeous looking Steelbook, front and back. On the spine, it is a nice deep ocean blue, and then we have a vibrant yellow smack dab in the center with the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water movie logo. It's a great looking logo. You know, it's small, it's compact, it gets everything said that it needs to. It's centered, thank God, and it does help pop. One of the other reasons that we opened it as soon as it showed up was because we heard a little bit of a disc rattling around in there. It was the Blu-ray disc. It has a couple nicks on top, a couple scuffs, and some odd things going on with the ring. But we can confirm, or at least I can, movie plays fine. It looks even better. And as you can also see, this is your standard Paramount release. You got your gray DVD, you got your blue Blu-ray, and now we come to what is probably, and Mrs. Taco, I want you to remember this because I'm going to mean it when I say it, probably my absolute favorite inside artwork for a Steelbook.
You say that about everything.
I truly do not. This isn't a screenshot from the movie. This isn't a promo poster or anything like that. This is just a nice simple image of the gang, plus Plankton, chilling on the beach in their 3D animated forms that you see at the end of the movie. I am a huge fan of SpongeBob, and I have been ever since he premiered back in '99. Been there since the first episode. Catch 'em all on Paramount Plus. Been watching everything, all the specials, Camp Coral, the spinoff, the Patrick Show, the movies. I've been there. The video games, I've been there. Cosmic Shake is fantastic. I'm playing through it now. I love SpongeBob. So, of course, looking at my shelf, when I realized I didn't have Sponge Out of Water, I had to rectify that immediately, and I couldn't find a better way to do it. If you guys have this Steelbook, if you're fortunate enough to have this, let me know down in the comments below. Or if you have, you know, they put out a triple movie box set when the third one came out a year or two ago. Or if you don't have any of them, if you're not a fan of SpongeBob, don't worry, you're standing right in line with Mrs. Taco. But I hate to break it to you guys, because SpongeBob's been around since '99, and he will be around until $21.99, and then even further past that. He ain't going nowhere.
My God.
Mrs. Taco, have you seen this movie?
No.
Alright, so this has been VHS Taco signing off. I'm going to go make Mrs. Taco sit down and watch this on our soundbar with our sound system.
No.
Adios.
Bye.